Hello and welcome to the program. Shri Shailendra Kumar Mishra is the Zonal Director of Narcotics Control Bureau, Karnataka. He is a 2000 batch BSF officer who gained vast experience while serving in different parts of the country, and currently he is on deputation to NCB since 2019. As Zonal Director of NCB, Bengaluru, he is overseeing the jurisdiction comprising entire state of Karnataka. Prior to coming here, he served as Zonal Director of NCB, Gujarat, which had the jurisdiction of Gujarat and the Union Territory of Daman and Diu. During his tenure as Zonal Director of NCB saw some notable seizures of narcotics and busting of significant network of interstate drug traffickers. Now, under his guidance, the NCB Bengaluru team is working in a new direction with a more focused approach to bust significant drug trafficking networks in the state. He possesses immense experience in training and also is one of the first recipients of Home Minister's Medal for Excellence in Police Training. He is here with us in the studios to create awareness about narcotics and psychotropic substances. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you so much.
My first question to you is, with what purpose was NCB established in 1986?
So the establishment of Narcotics Control Bureau was for the sole purpose of combating the drug menace that is engulfing our country at the moment also. So during that period, it was decided that there has to be one lead agency to look after the trouble in a holistic manner and to guide and to act as a lead agency to combating this menace.
Since its establishment, with changes in the scenario surrounding narcotics and psychotropic substances, how has the role and responsibility of NCB changed or evolved?
Yeah, earlier NCB was mostly into training and guiding different law enforcement authorities in doing their task in a correct manner. But now, for past few years, it has also greatly remained involved in busting of networks and drug cartels. So at present, in the last 4-5 years, you might have seen that there have been many cases where NCB has remained involved in busting of great networks in entire country. And that was the sole reason why this agency got involved in this purpose.
In modern day, what are the most important goals of NCB?
So most important goal of NCB we can characterize as under 3 headings, that is demand reduction, supply reduction and harm reduction. So this I'll like to elaborate. Through demand reduction, the young and the children who are school going, college going, recently who have joined job and are having a lot of money with them, to make them aware to understand the threats of drug menace that is engulfing. And if they do not learn to say no to drugs, or if they want to fall into the trap of drug, then how it can ruin their life for their future course of action. Second thing is supply reduction. So supply reduction is mostly related to drug law enforcement agencies such as NCB, police, customs agencies, DRI is also involved in that. So through these agencies, we are trying to put a barrier on the inflow of drugs through various channels from sea, from land routes or from air route. So every agency is trying to put hold on the input or intake of drugs so that it does not reach us to the consumer, even if he wants to purchase that drug for himself. And the third is harm reduction. Harm reduction is for those people who have already fallen into the traps of drug. So to bring them out of that net, NCB also provides guidance with the help of NGOs, with the help of counseling centers. We try to provide them the support that is deeply required for the people to come out. This is especially meant for the victims, the people who have fallen for no fault of their own. So this is to help them out so they can feel free to come out of drug menace.
For the common man and particularly the youth, can you please explain the terms narcotics and psychotropic substances?
Leaving aside the technical jargon, narcotics and psychotropic substances. This can be taken as a central nervous system affecting drugs.
At what age or how early are the youth being exposed to drugs?
There is no particular age, and going by the history of interdictions that the agencies have made, we have found that children of very small ages, such as 12 or 13 years old, initial stages of teenage, has been found to be indulging in various kind of drug abuse sort of thing. So several times it has been noted that simple medicines that are available, such as codeine cough syrup, nail paint remover, which are easily available, petrol also in the vehicle tanks. So children become attracted towards inhaling those things. They start consuming codeine cough syrup, and that becomes the stepping stone for them. And if they are not controlled during the right period, then they will certainly graduate to next level of drug abuse.
Can a parent know when a child is being addicted to any
Yeah,
substance?
there are several telltale symptoms. If parent is aware and very active and very involved in the child's life, that is basically the prime task of parenthood. There are several ways and means through their daily habits, through their friends, through their choice of friends also. In earlier days, you might have seen that parents were very particular about the choice of friends. So the company that a child is having indicates a lot towards threats that he might be going into in the future. So parents have lot of responsibilities. They can identify through the change in habits. Like if a child, he was very much outgoing, now he has started to remain into himself. He is trying to just remain in his room. He is trying to remain away from the society. He is not ready to mingle. So there are so many indicators. Secondly, his own cleanliness, care that he is taking about his self. He is not into cleaning himself. He is not taking care of his food. He is not taking any care regarding his appearance, his dressing. So there are several means through which this can be identified. Where parent will always be able to identify any discrepancy in the behavior and overall approach of their child.
What does the parent do next after he observes these
So
changes?
first of all, I'll indicate the very important step is the counseling of the child. I already mentioned that parent is the guide. He is the first guide for any child. So if you speak to your child and understand the issues, then it is most likely that you will be able to pull your child back, because most of the time it is for the experimental purpose that the child is going into something. So if you are very observant, remaining alive and remaining involved in the child's life is very important. If the child has crossed a certain limit, and certainly then no counseling at parent level will be helping him, then he can take help of experts in this regard. So there are counselors, there are rehabilitation centers. As per the condition of the child, they can take help of these institutions which are already working. There are several NGOs working towards drug eradication. So their help can always be taken care of.
So I just want to know, how has NCB changed over the years, changing your techniques or?
Basic approach has always remained same, because this is mostly physical interdiction based thing. So we mostly remain upon all ears to the physical inputs that are provided to us by the society, by the people are living around the society. They communicate various things to us. Then second thing is our own informer base, those who are roaming around in the social circles, and they also identify and notify us regarding issues. Newer times, there is a lot of threat posed by darknet. So now the young generation is mostly falling towards darknet. They are using cryptocurrencies for importing, and darknet is somewhere where you can find anything. There is no dearth of availability. So people are moving towards. So we are also involving ourselves into darknet also, so that we can identify the defaulters, and after identification we take severe action against the people who are involved in this thing. One thing which we are not taking lightly is the darknet issue. So any supply which is coming through darknet is coming under the scanner, and we are taking all the corrective measures to book the defaulters as per the provisions of NDPS Act.
In the end, what would your message be to the youth of our country who are most prone to engage in offenses as well as to these drugs?
The message will be that the life is yours. We understand that you say that it is my life, I would like to live it through my way. But always remember that consequences will always be yours only. So if you are living your life, if you want to live your life in your own way, then the consequences are certainly going to follow. And for those consequences, although you will be personally responsible, but beyond that, your family, your friends, your brothers, your sisters, everybody gets involved. So before taking any wrong steps, not only you think about yourself, but also you have to think about your near and dear ones. So be aware, be cautious.
Thank you so much for coming to the studios and creating awareness about narcotics and psychotropic substances and their detrimental effect on the youth and the young children of our country. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.